What's happening, tribe? How are you? It is sunny, nice and hot, and I got the nerve to be out in it, okay? So, you know I'm gonna drop in every week when I can. God willing, your girl is in the spot, okay? So, today, something to chew on. Have you been asking the right questions to the wrong people? Okay? Have you been asking the right questions to the wrong people? What do I mean by that? So, especially when we are continuing to refine our discernment, it is incredibly important, I think, to have some measure of how you can figure out if who you're talking to is in line with helping you to make the next best decision for yourself. So one of the things off top, and I think I'll give you 3 nuggets. One of the things off top is, do you leave with more clarity or more confusion? Do you walk away feeling like you've got room to explore some different resources, even if you don't walk away with all the answers? Have you been pointed in a direction that feels encouraging and that helps you to land on more of what you need? Or are you like, wait a minute? And then, it's not that they tell you what you want to hear. That's not what you need. But somebody that's able to challenge you enough to help you to make decisions for yourself, to empower you to make decisions for yourself, but also give you maybe some challenging questions or just some kind of challenging information that may say, hey, here's another way to look at that. Here's another way to explore or stretch in what's possible for that. But they don't necessarily need to control you or your thoughts about it in order for you to land where you need to land in particular. And hey, sometimes that's going to be a lesson and sometimes that's going to be the right way. But how do you get there? Do you walk away feeling discouraged or like the possibilities are still there? Maybe there's just more for you to chew on so that you can make an even more informed and better decision for yourself. And then, do they have either lived experience or, what's their experience with the subject matter? Sometimes you might go to somebody who has no clue how to get to where you're going or what to say to a person that's going after a dream that they've never tried to tackle or go after. Or maybe it's something that they haven't even been able to stretch an imagination about. And so it's uncomfortable, even if it's unconscious for them. And they could end up telling you something that steers you away from something that you're meant to trailblaze on. Or maybe just that your soul's growth is calling for that nobody else can give you except for that which created you so that you can advance into where you need to be, whether it's with the thing that you're asking about or something else, right? So these little things, I call them little, but they're not necessarily little. They can make a difference and they can make a break, whether you go after a thing or not, whether you stay in the game with it, whether you have more valuable, viable things to chew on in order to make the next best decision for yourself. So, are you asking the right questions of the wrong people? I think that's a pretty solid question. And if you have some thoughts, I'd love to hear it in the comments. Drop a little something below. Until next time, peace.